I'm so glad you're joining me today. Today's healing experience is working with anger when you have anger in a relationship or you feel angry with someone. This is part of a series around anger and reclaiming the ability to use the energy of anger to feel empowered. The full episode is at candicewu.com/anger. Hello and welcome. You're listening to the Embody podcast, a show about remembering and embodying your true nature, inner wisdom, embodied healing, and self-love. My name is Candice Wu, and I'm a holistic healing facilitator, intuitive coach, and artist sharing my personal journey of vulnerability, offering meditations and guided healing support, and having co-creative conversations with healers and wellness practitioners from all over the world. This is the second healing experience that's connected with this episode. The first one is screaming and using lion's breath or growling, using your voice. And the third one that will be coming out after this is sensing what your anger specifically needs to be expressed and to release. Just like the first healing experience where I recommended that you use the resourcing and pendulation exercises before this, I would recommend that now. You can find the guided resourcing and pendulation audios at candicewu.com/emotions. Now let's jump into it. When we feel anger in a relationship, it's typically that something got triggered in us. Something in us doesn't feel okay. Maybe we feel violated or our feelings are hurt, or that we have boundaries and they were crossed. Sometimes that's something that really happened in the relationship and it went too far. And sometimes it's internal where this situation resembles a past experience or an experience that someone in our lineage has experienced, where viscerally we feel upset, where we feel angry, irritated, or like heat is rushing up to our heads and arms and our fists are tight or our shoulders become tense. That's the red energy, as my somatic experiencing teacher would call it, Maggie Klein. And whatever you call it, if it's related to anger, if it's a fear, whatever it is, we can work with it before we step into our relationship or before we approach the person that is our loved one or an acquaintance or a friend, if we choose to. I recommend working with this anger or protective energy with yourself, with a therapist or a healing coach, somebody who is trauma-informed or can work with the body's sensations around anger. If you're practiced with yourself, you can also work with yourself or follow along in this guided healing experience. And of course, I still recommend working with someone even if you're using this audio. At any time that you feel overwhelmed, like always, I recommend taking a break, looking around your space so that you can orient yourself to here and now. Also, feel your feet or touch your body so that your body feels its container. And speaking of the container, let's start with that. Just take a moment and touch your body from head to toe. Feel the sensation of your hands on your body. Just feel that you're here, that you have all of your body here with you. And when you are ready to, just release your hands and notice how you're feeling inside. Feel free to close your eyes if you'd like to, or look down, or keep them open. It's up to you. Now, when you're ready, invite yourself to picture a relationship where you feel anger. This could be isolated to a moment where you felt angry or irritated with someone or irritated in an interaction. Or it could be a situation you feel angry almost all the time or more frequently. If this is your first time working with anger in this way, I recommend just choosing a moment that's more mild or momentary in a relationship that's somewhat safe. So, as you picture this person and the situation that got you angry or feeling violated or protective, notice the person and place them as far away as you need to so that you feel safety. That may be across the room in your mind, or maybe 5 blocks away, a mile away, out in outer space. Just see what you need right now. And when you're ready, invite that person in your mind to come a little bit closer so you just feel a bit of the sensation of irritation or anger or whatever comes up now. Notice where in your body you feel any anger, irritation, heat, tension. All of that's the protective energy of the body. You might notice tension in your jaw or teeth, in your eyebrows, constriction in your eyes, or tension in your fists, like your hands clench up. Check in with your shoulders and your arms, and also your legs and hips, where a lot of that fight energy is stored. Notice your ankles and your feet and any impulse of the body. And also notice your voice. If there's any desire to say something or to scream or express anything. If you're feeling numb or nothing's happening, even though you know you are angry with this person, then I would recommend taking a break, doing some self-touch again, and sensing into your space, orienting. If you're tuned into your anger, notice what your anger wants to do. Follow any movement or the tension that exists. So if you feel tension in your arms, let it tense up more. If it exaggerated by many degrees, what would it do? And this doesn't have to be rational or appropriate, but just see what your body would want to do to express this anger. Luckily, this is not real life, and I do not recommend you doing this in real life with this person, but that you get to do this in the safety of your private space and tuned in with me right now. No one else has to know what came up for you, what you truly want to say or do. But really, it's what your body and your instincts and the animal body in you wants to do. Because your higher wisdom and higher self might want to do something different. But for right now, we're making way for the instinctual part of us that wants to have a fight or wants to yell at the person or tell them what we feel. And if you are in this private space where you can do that, I invite you to let your body follow through with the movement it wants to have. Maybe it's clawing a pillow. Maybe it's pushing against a wall or shaking a pillow to imagine shaking the person into waking up or hearing you. If your body wants to scream something or say something to them, you can imagine that in your mind while saying the words out loud. So take some time to sense what your body wants here. And don't worry, because if this is new to you, this might not be that easy. It might take some time before it opens up or the next movement happens, or for you even to notice, oh, there's a little tension in my shoulder. And if I tense that up more or let it happen, what happens now? Just allow whatever's happening to happen and give voice to whatever anger is there. You might say out loud, I feel angry with you. I feel angry with you because, or don't do that again, or you can't treat me that way. However your anger wants to express itself or be known, allow that to happen now. And feel my presence here in support of you with whatever wants to come through. It doesn't matter what it is, without any filter, because you're not going to say this out loud to this person in this particular way, so you can be free to express it how you want to now. And take a break anytime you need to. Notice your surroundings and feel your body with some self-touch, feeling your feet, your legs, and noticing any sensation that might be moving through, any emotion. And for today, just taking a little check to notice this person again that you feel some anger or irritation with. And check to see where you are now. Is your level of irritation or anger different? Is it the same? What's left over or what amount? And feel free to continue to work with it if you'd like to, or just stay with sensing into your body now, resting, taking this break so that your body can integrate what already happened. It's really good to let your body have the time to absorb and to feel into safety, to feel that you're present here and now. And you can even shift your mind to something that makes you feel good or like yourself, an activity or an object in the room, just to give a little boost to the pleasure in your body. And take a moment to honor yourself, thank yourself for doing this practice, and in some cases, having the courage to go there. And in some cases, having the courage to not go too far and just stay in the pleasure or safety by just dipping in and coming out of it like we have today. I'll stay on a little longer with some silence as you sense into the present moment and the space that you're sitting in, feeling into any pleasure, noticing the difference and changes in your body, if any. And at the end of the silence, you'll hear the music that concludes this healing experiential. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll leave you with sensing in and allowing yourself to feel my presence with you.